Unboxing is the thing that makes positive true. Mary unboxing, Mary unboxing, Mary unboxing to all.
Hey Funky Bunch, and welcome back to a very merry unboxing. Today I am actually going to be featuring a shirt that was sent to me from Arctic Cool. Carrie had seen these shirts on Facebook, and she ordered herself some of these shirts for her jazzercise classes, and she said that they actually worked really well.
They work really well.
And so I looked at the shirts and I was like, I wonder how it would work for me. So I reached out to the company and let them know that I had started my, I was doing my CrossFit classes, and then I was going to start the yoga classes, and how hot I got, and that I was wondering if they would send me one so that I could do a feature on it. And they actually got back to me and said, yeah, we'll go ahead and send you one. So they sent me this gray one, and it's I don't know what kind of material is this.
You know, it's a whole, that little packet that you have tells how the whole thing works.
So these shirts are, let's see, it's a performance-enhancing cooling shirt that lets you play full out in every situation, is what it states. Utilizing hydro-freeze X temperature regulating technology. Try saying that like 5 times.
Okay, so basically what that means is the more you sweat, the colder it gets, and it really does work.
And it says the Arctic Cool construction combines with the natural cooling properties of xylitol to absorb moisture. So I guess xylitol is in these shirts, but they, like Carrie said, they absorb moisture. So the more you sweat, the more it pulls the moisture away from your body and then dries out pretty quick.
No, it's actually, well, I mean, they dry quicker than your normal exercise gear, but it actually stays during my jazzercise classes. I will even leave still wet, but it's like the more I sweat, the colder I get. And I'm sorry, I don't, I would love to be one of those dainty little things that doesn't sweat. No, I sweat. I sweat a lot, and I get really overheated, and these things are awesome.
So it says xylitol is it's a revolutionary temperature management system that, as Carrie states, uses your own perspiration to keep you cool and dry. With xylitol adding extra cooling support, HydroFreeze X actually moves moisture away from the skin and circulates it through the fabric, keeping you cooler longer. So that's kind of good. So it wicks the moisture from the skin and then disperses it, and then the fabric keeps you cool and dry. So it, like Carrie said, it's keeping her cool and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and try using this in my next workout session, and I will let you guys know how it works and what it does to regulate my body temperature. I imagine you still, the areas that aren't covered by the fabric, like your head and stuff.
Yeah,
really,
I still.
hot, right?
So one thing that they did send along with, if you when I got mine, was if you ordered $50 or more, they sent you a cooling towel, which I've got my other cooling towels, but this one is actually made of the same stuff as the shirt, and so I ordered 2 shirts so that I could go above the $50, which is awesome because I literally swap them out so I can wash one, let it dry, wash one, let it dry, wash one, let it dry for my 5 days a week that I work out. But the cooling towel, because obviously like my head still gets hot when I go down to the floor and I've been up dancing and working hard. And then we like maybe go down to the floor to work abs or glutes or something. My head gets really hot. So then I take the towel and kind of like wrap it around my forehead, and it's awesome. I keep it hanging around my neck the whole time to make sure that my veins are staying cold, because that's a major thing with MS. If these two this is what has to stay cold so your brain doesn't, develop new lesions. So yeah, it keeps my core cold, and then like when we go down to the floor and stuff, I'll just add the cooling towel, which so sorry you can't have the cooling towel. It's mine.
but the cooling towel works pretty
Oh yeah, the cooling towel works fantastic. Yeah.
So the cool thing I like about these is you can get the t-shirt style like this. They also have one that's like a mesh style, so it's got like mesh along
One
the
of
sides.
one of mine has mesh on the sides, and you really can't even tell it's mesh. It almost just looks like a different color. So it's not like you're seeing through the clothing. It's just a mesh, but you can't see through it. It's not like I'm showing off my goods or anything, you know.
And then they have ones that don't have sleeves at all,
Yes, I have a tank top.
and then they have ones that are full sleeve.
And then they also have the, I believe they have, like, if you're, you know, in a professional setting, but you're outside all
They
day,
have a polo.
they've got a polo. What I would like to get for my brother is, and I've talked to them about this, and they said that these shirts can be emblemed, because I said, you know, my brother, agricultural plumber, outside all stinking day long. I'd like to get him some of these, but he insists that he and his employees wear the company logo. And I said, would it ruin the shirt if I got it emblemed? And they said, no, they've got companies that do that. They don't provide the service yet. They're planning to, I think.
Cool.
But yeah, so I mean, I could even get Glenn some and have it emblemed.
And see, I would, because at work I get to wear like the polo type shirts. However, I can't wear things with logos on them. So one thing I was thinking of, maybe because I do take walks around my building at work, they're like 1.1 mile walks a couple times a day, and right now in the summertime it gets really hot. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know how it would work, but I wear either polos or I wear button-ups all the time at work because it's a professional environment. So maybe getting some of these t-shirts or even the sleeveless ones to put under my work shirt.
I've read a couple reviews from people on the threads that I've been following ever since I got it, and there are some men that have said that they wear one underneath because it does the same thing. It keeps them cool. Now, I don't have experience with that because I only wear mine to jazzercise, but I've seen comments like that in the threads.
So I might try that too and wear maybe the t-shirt underneath my long sleeve or short sleeve button up and see how that would work.
Or you could just simply go to your gym, change your clothes, take your walk, go back, change back. It's up to you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's another story.
Gosh.
So I'll let you guys know how this works out. If you guys decide you want to check out these shirts yourselves and see what it's all about, you can go to www.arcticcool.com.
There will be a link, right?
Yeah, I'll put the link in the description below.
I hope if you guys see this, you recognize, I mean, not that I'm the only Carrie Smith in the world, but yeah, there's so many people ordering these shirts that they're not going to know which Carrie Smith. But I have been keeping up a thread. A lot of MSers we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
I hope you recognize it's me.
If you are unfortunate enough to have MS, but you do want to do your workouts and stuff like that, but maybe you're kind of being a little standoffish about it because of how heat does affect you and stuff like that, maybe look into something like this to help keep you cool while you're doing your workouts. It works really well for Carrie, and
I love them. I'm not kidding.
Hopefully it work out really well for me. So I'll do a follow-up video and let you guys know how that works out after my workout. And I thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next installment of Primary Unboxing. Thanks again to Arctic Cool for providing me with the shirt. Take care.
All right, people. Well, I am done with my yoga and my CrossFit. Did CrossFit Light today. It was right after yoga. So, wearing the shirt, and it did its job. I got hot and sweaty, like my head got hot and sweaty, but my body stayed nice and cool. Body stayed dry. It was kind of cool. I mean, it did its job. It pulled the moisture away from my body, and it kept my body temperature down, and it kept me nice and cool. The shirt cooled off, and the shirt itself isn't like wet. So yeah, definitely recommend it, and check them out. arcticcool.com. There's a link in the description down below. I want to give a huge thank you once again to Arctic Cool for providing me with the t-shirt. And I thank my wife for buying me a dark blue one of these. And I think I'm going to have to get probably 1 or 2 of the polos. I wear polos at work sometimes, but around the house as well when I'm not wearing t-shirts and stuff. So with as hot as it gets out here in where we live, it's been getting up into the triple digits. It would be kind of nice to have a shirt that would keep me nice and cool. So check them out, and thank you guys for following along, and I hope you found this video and this review helpful. Hopefully it piqued your interest and you will give them a look. And thank you for subscribing if you have, and for supporting our channel. If you have not yet subscribed, or this is your first time watching, please do us a huge favor and click the subscription button. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video. Let us know what you think about these shirts, or if you have any questions, shoot them down in the comments below. And share us around. Tell your friends and family about us. Have them join up and become part of our funky bunch. And we will catch you next time on a very merry unboxing. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and Instagram. Take care, everybody. Bye.